a mountain, silent, distant, unremarkable, stays in its nook and lets the world pass by, ever watching but never moving, never quick to anger or outburst, silent by no need to cry out. When the earth shakes and the rock is jostled, when the rock is moved from its crevice, when a rumbling screeches from the silent rock's belly, change follows the rock. Introverts, the silent in a world of noise. The word introvert is much too cold, like a scientist making note in a journal or the introduction to a boring textbook. But in reality, they are simply the soft-spoken who enjoy keeping their silence as opposed to adding to the ruckus. They are described in Oxford's dictionary as a shy and reticent person. Basically someone that keeps to themselves and does not share their thoughts and emotions freely. Often considered the quiet type, introverts make up 50.7% of American population. While the other percent are called extroverts. While the introverts are reserved, the extrovert are forward. They are often the loud and the talkative of the populace. Their favorite thing in the world is people. This love of people is often their downfall, as they tend to share their thoughts and opinions impromptu. Feeling strongly about something and wanting to share it with others is nothing to be ashamed of, and is where the extroverts shine. In fact, that is one of the reasons why introverts and extroverts make such a great team. The introvert being the quiet architect, and the extrovert being the outspoken leader. Together, they make the world go round. But for some reason, the introvert are looked down upon. Where the loud and charismatic shine, and the thoughtful and quiet fall short, America seems to find no place for the introvert. Even sometimes calling them bystanders. A person who would watch an injustice occur and do nothing to stop it. Someone who would wait for someone else to step up while they sit in the back. Watching and doing nothing is something no one wants to be known for, and calling all introverts bystanders is very inaccurate. When considering all of the heroes that broke their silence to make a bigger stand in the world. Men like Einstein, Gandhi, King, Lincoln, they were all introverts. Though they were quiet, they were men who in their lives made profound change that benefited all of mankind through speaking up for their beliefs. Introverts, they are. Bystanders, they are not. Because when the need arises, even the quiet will break their silence. Rosa Parks was a quiet, introverted woman who rarely spoke out of turn. She left home and then went to work, quietly keeping her thoughts to herself and her nose to the ground. But one day, after leaving work, she boarded the Cleveland Avenue bus and sat down at the front of the colored section. When she was told to move, to allow the white passengers to sit, she didn't. The quiet woman stayed sitting, not because after working all day she was tired in body. No, she was tired of giving in. She replaced her silence with defiance. Once reserved, she was now determined for her and others' voices to be heard. This is one of many reasons why, though the extroverted are accepted, the introverted are the ones that truly stand out in a place like America. The extroverts' constant sharing of opinions and comments build and build until everything they say turns to white noise. Because the loud begin to fade, and then the introvert rise. They are not a scientific classification or an intro to someone else's story. They are not the quiet kid at the back of the class. They are the reserved next to the loud, the brain next to the brawn, the pen put down to pick up a sword. They are not a bystander to the world. They don't watch change happen, they make it happen. When, like a rock on a mountain, they are silent in their opinions, always present but never moving, they are finally moved, and they take a stand. They rise above the noise to show that there is power in silence, and there is also power in breaking it.